Right, Shalom, Shalom, Yasharallah.
Right.
We the Hebrew Israelite, okay, coming in week and week out to bring that beautiful gospel, okay? Before we proceed, all right, we will turn to the east and we will give our praises. Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Waha, Rakah, Wadash. All right? Double honor to the apostle GMS. And then peace salutation to the brother who are doing this truth, okay, sincerely. Shalom Wahab to the brothers and the few sisters that we have in the truth. Okay, we are awaiting the return of our Lord and Savior. All right? Today, the lesson will be about, the knowledge, man. Understanding the knowledge that we have, man. Earlier, when I was having a conversation with a brother, your brother, I had to tell him about the knowledge that we have. And the reason why today we don't, cherish this knowledge that the Most High gave us. All right? Salakia, Malak, Salakia, man. Salakia, Israel. I need to put back. This is get windy. Doesn't get windy.
I'm gonna put my bag as well, man.
No. We're good, man. We're good. Salakia, if you... That's right. We're going to keep it live,
Real shit, man.
You know what I mean? That's how it goes, man. So yeah, I was saying that, we need to cherish, okay, this knowledge that we have, man. Because it's not about hip-hop anymore. It's not about the political game anymore.
Sports.
It's not about sport anymore. It's not about the financial gain anymore. Because very soon, with the mark of the beast that's coming, with the new digital wave, the currency, the new wave that's coming, brother will be stuck, man. But let me tell you something. A lot of brother near the time in between now and the real time of, the new world order starting to really go to the end of the movie, right? To start the end of the movie, all right? People will be in the know, but it will be too late. Because let me tell you something. In order for you to go to war, you got to prepare. You can't wake up one day and say, oh, I'm taking up. You can't even shoot the gun that you have, man.
Exactly.
You don't even know about retreat. You don't even know about certain war tactics. You just get up and go to war.
Yeah.
And you're going to be a casualty.
Exam too.
That's what, right now what we're doing, we are getting ready for war.
That's right.
But the war that we're getting ready for is not like a physical war.
Spiritual.
So if Esau brings his agent, all they're going to hear is us preaching the Bible.
That's right.
What else? We not like the Al-Qaeda. We not like the other group that want to bomb things. We are the spiritual children of Yahweh,
That's right.
the angelic son of Isaac, and we're back on the scene, and it's going to be spiritual.
Taking over the kingdom.
Because do you see God? You don't see God, but God exists.
That's
So
right.
if God exists, that means his means of operation are spiritual.
That's right.
You see, because at the end of the day, we've been in this carnal society so much that, we forgetting that we spiritual beings. It's like you see the winds flowing.
Yeah, that's right.
The wind's flowing,
Yeah.
but you never see the wind, but you see the manifestation of the wind,
Yeah.
because you see the leaves
It's
moving.
moving.
So that means something is there. It's the
Something
same
is
thing as the
there,
Most High. And it's the same thing as his power that is bestowing upon us, man.
Yeah.
And we understand that. That's why there's not a lot of people a lot of people with us, because our people, unfortunately, though they claim to be spiritual, they're not spiritual.
Precept, Malak.
Carnal.
Carnal, man, bring that up.
All
They're
right, this
dealing
is the
on what
book.
they can smell,
Yeah.
what they can touch.
Jeremiah 10 and 16. Bring that
This
up.
is the book of Isaiah, chapter 45,
Right.
verse 15. Verily, thou art a power that hidest thyself.
Right,
O power,
verily, thou art a power that what?
that hidest thyself.
That hideth thyself. So that's what I'm saying. Our power is not a power that like to be seen, but he like to be seen in a spiritual way. He will send the wind. You don't see the wind, but you see the effect of the wind. Okay? You see the strong wind blow out the top of the houses and break down big, strong trees, man. But you're like, what is this? You see a thing moving, you can't even move. You want to go forward. That power takes you. You know what I mean? You got a strong wind. That's the power. That's just the lower level of the power of the Most High. So you see, you have to look at nature sometimes for nature to teach you about the creator of that nature. And once you understand that, you will understand what your power is, man. Your power is what?
This
The
is
Yahweh
Isaiah.
is what?
45, verse 15. Verily, thou art a power that hidest thyself, O power of Israel, the Savior.
Right, so you see, so Yahweh is a power that loves to hide himself, man.
This is the book of Proverbs,
Okay.
chapter 6 and verse 6. And it reads, it says, Go to the ants, thou sluggard, consider her ways and
See,
be
go
wise.
to the end that is slugger. So like, you know, that's what I'm saying, man. How people are getting so lazy to understand who they are. All that when they wake up in the morning, they want a breakfast. They wake up in the morning, they want a food. They want to go to work and please Esau. You know, they want to be hand in hand with Esau, into marriage with Esau. Okay, Jake want to be on social media every time. Jake can't even sit down and cook, man. They gotta go to McDonald's and KFC to eat and get some Greg for
GMO.
breakfast, GMO food.
That's right.
Why? Because Jake has forgotten the process of life, the natural progress. You know, Jake is not used to go in the garden and plant a tomato, have the seed, and come back every day and look at it and nurture it and see it grow. This thing, that's the one that gave you patience. Why? Because your spirit understands the process of life. So that's why people in the Eastern world and that they're more patient than us. That's why you go to a village and there's no activity. I mean, when I say activity, meaning like as we know, apart from football, natural things and playful music, there's no really things to do like they say. There's no infrastructure. But people are happy. Why? Because they understand the process of life.
That's right.
It takes you to go to the river to fish, to get your food, bring it and eat. And all of them, they don't mind waiting because they understand this is the process of life. You ain't gonna die. You ain't gonna die waiting for some food to be cooked within an hour, man.
That's the
Jake ain't got time. Jake wanna go to the McDonald's because Jake has been reduced to a let me tell you something.
no agriculture.
In the art of war,
I do agriculture.
right. In the art of war, you gotta understand the art
Patience.
of war. The art of war is this. It's not. I'm talking about some another element, which is a psychological element. Yeah. In the art of war, you gotta know your enemies. And one thing Esau is good at is to know his enemy. Esau knows Jake, man.
Yeah.
Esau knows Jacob. So what did he do? He said, in order for me to beat Jacob, because naturally Jake is more powerful than Esau.
That's right.
The Bible says in that prophecy that the one with the younger brother will be strong than the big brother, than the older brother. So we are more stronger. So what they're gonna do? They're gonna play psychology. They're gonna bring you back to carnality, and you're on their level.
Yep.
So you're a sleeping giant.
That's right.
Just like this analogy, you've got a young eagle that from when he's a baby he was captured or whatever, and then they put him with a chicken. So the whole time he's thinking he's a chicken.
That's right.
The whole time he's walking, he's thinking he's a chicken.
Yeah.
And one day he's chilling there and then he see a flock of eagle. And he's like, he looked at himself like, this guy just like me, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he said, yo, let me fly. He does it like,
yeah.
man is going higher and higher and higher. He said, whoa, I'm different from the
You don't
chicken.
realize your instinct, man.
This is Jake right there. So, what do you have?
Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 6.
Yeah.
Go to the ants, thou sluggard.
Right.
Consider her ways and be wise.
Right. Consider. So we have now to be more spiritual, meaning like we have to observe the things around us, man. All the event that's taking place. We as men of the Lord have to be able to, or we are stickler, okay, of this truth. We need to really observe things spiritually and understand how we're supposed to move for the new time, because we entering a new season. We cannot afford to be carnal and moving like we used to move years ago. Things have to change, man, because if we don't change, the chain that the Most High is imposing on us, we will be left behind.
Yeah.
There's a movie like that, the Left Behind movie.
Yeah, that's right.
So we don't want to be left behind. We want to go with the train.
That's right.
You know, like Bob Marley said, the Zion train, man.
Yeah.
The Zion train
Was
is
Bob Marley an
coming
Israelite?
our way. To be honest with you, I believe that he was an Israelite. You know why? Although his father looked like an Edomite, his father is Scottish. Now, when you're dealing with Scottish and Irish history, you got to be careful because the Irish have a deep Hebrew Israelite connection.
But what I'm trying to say to you, yeah, is that Ireland was called Era. Ireland was called Era.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
how does that make them Irish? It was the British that said it was Ireland.
No, what it is like, okay, the land is not, the name of the land is not very important, but it's the people that were living there before. The reason why I said it, because if you take Scottish, what is Scottish mean? Scottish means black.
I've never researched it.
Exactly. See, this is my field. Like, these Irish and Scottish people come from the original Irish, and the originals were the Hebrew Israelite that was ruling this country. There was black people here before the Edomite came into power.
Yeah,
that's one
right.
thing that we need to understand.
That's right.
We watched it.
Even that word
Okay.
Morrisons goes back to Moor.
Right.
Dark skin.
Right.
Morrisons, man, the shop, man.
Hey, going into that, yeah, read Malak. Just
Jeremiah,
hold on to that, man. Read Jeremiah 10 and 16, because that's the spirit. We're going to come back to that anyway. And after that, is Jacob a homeborn slave? I believe
No, Jeremiah.
This is Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 16.
Bring that out.
The portion of Jacob is not like them.
Right, the portion of Jacob is not like them. People need to understand, man. It's time that we understand that we are not like other nations. The reason why we act as if they're superior than us is because of the fact that we were brainwashed through the media, through education and everything, man. And we don't care who's listening, because the truth is not me that decided to come and preach. It's the spirit of the Lord that pushed me to
That's
speak.
right.
And the most I say, the most I didn't give it a spirit of fear.
That's
I
right.
fear no way.
All right, so we're gonna do what we're
Yeah,
supposed
it's
to
our
do,
destiny,
man.
man.
It's our destiny, and like they say, you cannot escape fate.
That's right. That's right.
So we don't give a damn about
No agent.
people that are around trying to listen. They can listen to him, man. They can
right,
have a good
that's
listen.
right.
If that's a show for them, good.
Yeah.
But we're gonna do what we're supposed to
That's
do, man.
right.
So yes, read it.
For he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance.
See, and Israel, he's a former, Malak. He's a former of all things.
That's right.
So that means
He creates good
Jacob
and
is
evil.
the originator. So when you talk about Europe, first of all,
founder.
the real inhabitant of this country were the Japhite people.
Yeah.
That time Europe, it was a black goddess. Europa. You see how they take everything from us?
Yeah.
If you look at the Greek took everything from who? The ancient, the Kemites,
The
the
Egyptian.
Egyptian.
Hagarim.
All right. Then we fast forward now. How people were ruling this country before the Edomites took over. So coming back to the British and I mean the Irish and the Scottish, what you need to understand is like Oliver Cromwell, okay, took the black people and killed a lot of them and sent them to the Caribbean. So what you gonna see in Caribbean, I met few Caribbean people telling me that their grandfather come from is Irish. And I'm looking at them in the dark as hell. You know what I mean? Because the original people were taken, a lot of them were taken into Montserrat, Barbados, Jamaica, Trinidad,
Haiti.
and America, and things like that. You understand what I'm saying?
Bermuda.
All of that. So now, those who stay in
Cuba.
Ireland, what happened is that they're mixed with the Edomite. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because at that time already, the Jacobite was already having children with the Edomite woman. What's happening today is nothing new.
That's right.
In the dark ages, that's what the king at some point, the royal, they used to take, like your brother say, we show them how to bathe.
I know that.
Exactly. So the Moors took them and used to pop them and give them a lot of children. So if you got the same situation, if a black man pop Edomite and give her a baby, right? And she got a baby. That baby is a mixed race, right? So to call, it's not a mixed race technically, but let's say it's a mixed race. So
He is what his father is.
Yes, but he looked like a mixed race, meaning like, so that one, yeah, he's lighter, right? So that boy, let's say that boy, let's say that boy, yeah, in turn he marry another Edomite. The baby that will come out will be more lighter. That baby that came out married. So within 3 to
Generation.
4 generations, they look already like Edomite.
Yeah.
But are they Edomite?
No.
They're Jacobite. They're an Israelite. And that's the case in a lot of, these Irish people and these Scottish and even the British as well.
Yeah.
Because there's this guy, David Mark Ritchie, he did a book about the ancient Britain, and he was saying that there's two sorts of Edomite here. You got the Melanchoid, which is the one that come from the lineage, the Israelite lineage, meaning you will see them like that, but when you go back, they're Jake. So that's why we can't, it's not a color thing. It's a spiritual thing. Now, when you look at Bob Marley, yes, sometimes when Edom are around us, they tend to be like us. But come on, man, look at Bob Marley. Look at the music, man. You see, let me tell you something. Imitation and original, there's always a difference. Because an imitation will always be an imitation. I'll give you an example of what were we talking about? That artist we were talking about earlier.
Can't remember who.
The artist Ed
Sheeran.
Sheeran. Ed Sheeran this is the byproduct of imitation.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Parrot.
He sound like it, but it's an imitation.
Yeah.
Bob Marley don't sound like an imitation. Bob Marley sound like the original. We got, you see, so when you're spiritual and you're able to really discern things through the spirit,
Right.
it doesn't matter how the guy look.
What about Jimi Hendrix?
Who was Jimmy? Yeah, Jimi Hendrix. Do you think?
Taurus.
Come on, man. But Jimmy has too much soul. You gotta understand. In the 1700s,
He's a Jake.
yeah. But you saying that he's a Jake. But the way you said it is like maybe his father was white.
I don't know.
No, come on, man. He's a Jake, man. He's a Jake, man. He even had the hair like the Jake from the Jake from the Dark Ages. They have those long
Never
hair.
did.
No. Who? Jimi Hendrix.
I don't know.
Taurus.
And let's say that, let's say, you know what? Let's say that, they even said Jimi Hendrix looked like Henry VIII. Yeah, let's say that. You see the spirit. You say Henry. Yes, there was a one day when Asham came up with that information. We went and we looked. There's another guy that put
That's the spirit,
Henry VIII and Jimi Hendrix, and they kind of look the same. Hey, let me tell you something. A lot of these great people that were living in the Dark Ages, they came back. Some of them were the great people that we see, because let me tell you something. The prophet is subjected to the prophet. The spirit of the prophet is subjected to the meaning. If you were a prophet back in time, in your past life, you will come back a prophet. If you were a star back in time, you will come back a star, but in a different way. Do you understand what I'm saying? So yeah, we were reading something. So
I want to get
finish
one.
that.
Let me finish the
Let me
rest.
finish it. Read it from the top.
On the top, yeah? Okay. Yet again, this is Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 16. The portion of Jacob is not like them,
Right.
for he is the former of all things,
Yeah.
and Israel is the rod of his inheritance.
That's right.
And Israel is a rod of. So that means, listen, Israel will always shine, man.
That's right.
Israel will always be great. Look how they put us in this condition, man. Look how we're rising, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Who would have thought that the prophet would be back? Because this is the company of the prophet.
Yeah.
The same prophet that they were back in time, they're the same one today, man.
Yeah, that's right.
The Lord of hosts is his name.
The Lord of hosts is his name, man.
That's right.
Okay? So that was to answer your question,
Reset, my
Brother
love.
Mitch. You know?
Yes,
Bring
sir.
that out, man.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 12 and verse 13. But go thou thy way
Right.
till the end be,
But go thou thy way to the NB.
for thou shalt rest and stand in thy lot.
Right, so when I say thou shalt rest, it means that thou shalt die. Because actually when you die, you're in your resting place. When you read Job 3, 11 to 18, you will understand that. That's why people say rest in peace.
That's right. R.I.P.
When I say RIP, it's the meaning. There's no such thing as hell.
Hey man, that's Babylon.
Hell is a Babylonized term that was made up,
Greek
by
mythology.
it's Greek mythology. There's nothing that's hell. We're living in hell right now,
That's
man.
right. That's right. We're gonna break it down.
All right?
That's right.
We living in hell right now.
That's right,
The
that's
condition of hell. In the
That's right.
Bible, you've got hell as grave,
That's right.
but then you got hell as a condition.
That's right.
Okay?
State of mind.
That's why
Living
that's why
condition.
these Edomites are in the heaven.
That's right.
When you go
that's
to
right.
Revelation 21, it tells you about I saw a heaven and a new heaven and a new meaning I saw a new rulership on earth.
That's right. That's right.
And a
that's
new
right.
earth meaning, because you have to understand that the fire that's coming is coming to clean this earth,
Cleanse the
to
earth.
make it into,
Yeah.
to turn it into a new earth. Because the kingdom cannot come without the earth being
Yeah,
cleansed.
the earth abideth forever.
Right, and as you know, the second death will play that
That's
role
right,
because the
that's right.
second death is fire that will clean. Because fire is a purifier,
That's right.
is a purification
That's right,
agent.
That's right. That's right.
It's an agent of purification, man.
That's right.
All right. So when he says here, "Are you rest how many? You will die." Carry on.
This is Daniel 12 and 13. But go thy way till the end be.
Right.
For
Till
thou-
the end be. The end is now.
Yeah.
We are in the end time right now,
That's
man.
right.
The end time is not just a day. The end time is a period of time.
For a lifetime.
And since Yahweh Shai died and the rest got resurrected,
The
the
last
end
days.
time, this is the last day. We're still in the last days, man.
That's right,
So
that's
these are
right.
very important time
That's
in.
right, that's right.
But right now we are at the conclusion of it, the last part of the movie.
The last lap.
This is why the prophets are back now.
That's
And
right,
you can
that's
see
right.
them everywhere.
Truth is
right.
in the earth.
Right.
Like,
Carry
like
on.
Avoka Malone was saying, we need to stop this Hebrew Israelite movement.
Yeah, yeah, but you can't stop it. Guess what? Because we don't die, we multiply.
That's right. That's right.
This Hebrew Israelite thing is not a joke. People
right.
thought it was like another movement.
That's right.
No, this is the movement that will grow right in your face and that will destroy everything that you got going.
Gates
Because
of
it's a spiritual avalanche that's
right,
coming.
that's
Can
right.
you stop an avalanche?
No, you can't.
No,
You
you
try and
can't.
stop an avalanche and see what's going to happen to you.
That's right. But he also said there was a guy that said how, there's more of us coming and you ain't gonna be able to stop
Right.
us.
So basically, there's a guy that used to work with the elite. So he was a contractor for the elite. So one of the elite told him about a story, okay, and he told it to his friend, who in turn put it in a book and spoke about that one day. He's like one of those guys. So what happened is that the elite they call a guy, a special guy in Africa. He has special power, and they wanted to see Jake basically in Africa, and they wanted to kill him. Right? So they used to shoot him, do things, he never dies. So one day, they cut his whole body. They put it in some serious bucket, like not your normal bucket, but like serious bucket,
special
right?
bucket.
Special bucket. So they put in 4 buckets, and they put one bucket in, each bucket in different plane, and those plane went, into like the
Direction,
4
different
corners, different direction, and they threw the body part of that guy. Real story, They threw the body part in the east,
Why?
in the west, I'll explain it, in the north and in the south. Right? So they're thinking that, they want to get rid of him basically. Esau has a carnal way to
They wanted to
do
get
things.
rid of someone, so they pitched them and
Because he has spiritual power.
Or the guy, yeah?
The guy is a Jake. So what happened? One day they're in the office. The same guy who did it there in the office, and that guy appeared. Look, I say, oh, he doesn't understand spiritual power. That's it. You don't understand spiritual power. It's gonna be worse. So the guy appeared and sat there. They will fry him to death.
They chopped him up as well.
Hold on. They killed him. They cut his body in
Dissected him,
pieces.
yeah.
They put in 4 different
Yeah.
4 corners of the earth.
Yeah.
Threw it, we discarded, got rid of it, disposed of it.
Yeah.
He recomposed back
Yeah.
to life, and he
That's not a real story, is it?
It is a real story,
story,
man.
it is a
Stop
real
playing.
story, it is a real
So he teleported, and he came, and he sat right before them.
That's
So they shook.
Yeah.
So he telling them now, he say, listen, I'm gonna have to go because you lot clearly don't want me here. So I'm gonna go.
Was it
But-
Jake?
Yes. But I will tell you this. We will come a time where the same people like me with the same ability will come in numbers. And this time you won't be able to stop it. And this is us, man.
That's right.
This is but a lot of them will have spiritual power that can come.
right.
That's why
That's
all it
African
would be
American.
talking about the spiritual power.
That's crazy
Then what's
story.
coming.
I believe the X-Men was based on Israelites.
Of course. Of course. Hey, listen to me. There are information of our past, how people in Africa and Europe that are withheld, that are never spoken about. We don't know us. We don't know ourselves. We don't know ourselves, my brother. We don't know how powerful we are. That's why we allow a lesser being to break us down like that.
That's right. That's right.
Because knowledge is power.
Yeah.
You see, the reason why they're watching us, they will send people to watch us. Why? Because we are a threat to the elite. Because they read the prophecy that say that there will come the elect of the Most High. We take the kingdom forever
corners
and
of the
ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever ever.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? They know that.
That's right.
They know this thing is a threat, man. But look at us. We have no gun, no power. All we do is speak. But what we speak, though, it's very powerful.
Comes to light.
Don't get it.
Exactly. What we speak is very powerful. Because remember, since the 1960s, yeah, that this thing came about, 1960, 1970, 80, 90, 2000, 2010, 2020, in 70 years, which is what? A perfect the completion. 70 years.
70
This truth is all over the place.
That's right. That's right.
Why? We don't speak about that. Are you in Ezekiel?
I got one though.
Okay, go to Ezekiel 37, man.
This is Ecclesiastes, chapter 9, verse 18.
Right.
Wisdom is better than weapons of war.
Wisdom is better than weapon of war.
That's
because one thing we have as evil Israelite, the wisdom, when you get to a high level, it becomes spiritual power.
That's right.
That's what people don't understand. That's why it's important to rehearse this knowledge and let it be in you, because what happens is that it's creating things in your spiritual,
changing the energy.
It's changing the energy. That's it. It's raising
And the
up
frequency,
the energy,
the
the
vibration.
frequency, and the vibration.
I know that.
And when Jake has his energy, frequency, and vibration
Nothing can stop
raised
him.
up, he become a Superman. He become X-Men.
Your pineal glands, man.
That's why you gotta be in this truth.
That's right.
You can't be in this truth from far. And once you're in this truth, you gotta learn to. You see, this constitution is to raise up your vibration, your frequency, and your energy, so you can become the God that you once were, man.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Okay, bring that out.
But one sinner destroyeth much good.
37.
I got one. And basically, I wanted to go into the
Break it
precept.
down, break it down.
So wisdom better than weapons of war. And the brother made a statement saying that we don't have no guns, we don't come with no knives or no weapons, but we're coming with the words. And obviously we have wisdom to understand this word. And it's way more powerful than weapons of war, because a man that has a gun, if the gun falls out of his hand, he's lost his power, he's lost his strength. But we don't need to hold something like we have it in our minds. It can't be taken away from us. Esau might take away your TV, your house, and all this stuff, but one thing he can't take away is what is inside your mind.
Right.
That's why he wants to bring out a chip, because he wants to control your mind. But yeah, I got one because the brother made a statement also saying how all these people that are agents watching, they can watch because this is what we represent. And the brother said the saints of the Most High will take the kingdom.
Right.
This is Philippians chapter 1 verse 28. And in nothing terrified by your adversaries, which is to them an evident token of perdition, but to you of salvation and that of Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai.
Bring that
See, so it says to them, to our enemies, is an evident token of perdition. Perdition means destruction. So we represent, you know how the scripture says the chariots are cursed. We are kind of like a curse to them because we represent their kingdom coming to an end. We are a token of destruction to them because we are we represent an upcoming of a new kingdom and the downfall of their kingdom.
Right.
Because in order for our kingdom to come, their kingdom has to fall.
Right.
Cool.
So that's just what it is. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, so the brother broke it down beautifully, man. You know, this is something that it will happen. It's not like,
It's gonna happen. It's happening right now.
It's happening right now, and that's why we're gonna read. And you brought up a beautiful point, Mitch, when you talk about the raising up.
And that's why they're trying to weaponize space.
Right,
speak.
but
Yeah, Space Force.
But that's Esau. Esau is carnal, so the way Esau
Yeah,
thinks,
yeah.
look what they did to that Jake. They're full of cutting up his body
Yeah.
and throwing it in the four corners of body.
Corners, yeah.
But they don't understand that if it's spiritual,
You
it
can't
always
come
come back together.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Hey, there's a movie where they used to shoot this guy,
Yeah.
and then he's like a metal guy,
Yeah.
metallic guy, and then he decomposed
Yeah, I
like
saw
in,
Trinity, yeah, that's
and then he come back like that. He formed
Wow.
back again to one. They cannot get rid of him. That's Jake. They cannot
Like
if-
Terminator.
Terminator. That's the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see how they try to get, but he always came back. You cannot get. Let me tell you something. Terminator is about Jake, man.
It is.
Terminator is about. I'm starting to realize that all these movies they make about superpowers, it's about the Israelite man, man.
Basically, when Jake wake up,
When Jacob wake
keeping
up.
us docile and keeping us in a
Right.
dead state of mind, yeah. Because when we truly wake
strategy.
up to our natural self, yeah, hell break loose.
Yeah, that's it.
Nothing
But we
can
keep
touch
taking
us.
over, man. Like these Edomite guy was saying, if you got a lion that's always beaten, always provoke, one day that lion gonna say enough is enough, and he's gonna
Yeah.
come for you. When a lion come for you, it's a wrap, you know.
That's right.
When a lion come for you, it's a wrap. There's no
true.
way you escaping.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to happen. They're being
right.
destroying, manipulating, controlling, oppressing, okay? They're beating down,
Brainwashing people.
brainwashing the Israelite
white
man.
supremacy,
But when the
white
Israelite
privilege,
man wakes up,
Yeah.
which
Over.
is happening right now, it's a wrap. So
Yeah.
it's really something that they're going to have to take. They have no choice but to take
Well, the
it.
truth is, Jake is working up all around the world,
Of course,
all nations, because
Of
it's scattered
course.
and it classes as a speckled bird.
of course. There was this guy in Filipino, the Philippine that was teaching the name Yahweh, man.
That's
A Filipino
right.
pastor,
That's
he was,
right. That's right.
he was teaching the name Yahweh, man. Come
Yeah.
on. When you get to that point, you got to understand what's going on.
That's right.
You got to shift. And like, listen, I'm not going to play more anymore. I'm going to have such a... You see, when you don't understand something, it's different. But when you understand something, it's better for you to get in that. Because if you know better, if you know that this area is the ops,
Yeah.
you know it. People that are around you don't know it. You're walking around. You know that something might happen because they're the ops. You know who's more likely to get killed? It's you. You know why? Because it's energy. You knew better.
Yeah.
The life will be spared because they didn't know. You knew better.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So now let's
But
read.
what I'm trying to say, as a person, how I am, I'm cool with everyone, so I don't get involved
No.
in the mix-up,
I know.
but-
No. I'm
but
talking
the
about.
truth is-
Just an example.
It's an analogy.
It's like in history, though.
Analogy.
Christ tried to save his people, and his people gave him up. And that just shows you, and the scriptures does say that Israel Jake is a concrete brain, stiff-necked people.
Yeah, concrete. That's
So as much as
concrete
me,
brain.
it's like me going to show them the brothers and sisters over there. They probably won't care about that. They're probably not. Alright, yeah, me are Jamaican, me are this, me are African.
Yeah.
They won't.
Rastafari.
Yeah, and everyone's into idol worshipping, and I used to want to smoke weed. I don't do that no more. But I realized why I was doing it, because there's a lot of shit that we've grown up with,
Yes.
and
Surroundings.
it's all about it. Like me, I realize now. Yeah, okay. Let me pick up my Bible. Let me try and understand what's going on. Let me try and link up with the brothers. When I go to church, I feel out of place. I just don't
Yes.
go.
That's the spiritual
But here,
thing in you,
I
man.
feel at oneness. I feel like, yeah, these brothers are speaking the truth, and my
Yeah.
spirit, they're speaking what my spirit always thinks about.
Man.
You understand?
But
But
the
to say
brother,
I
he
know-
has the knowledge already, just like he just needs to be around because it's important. At this point, he needs to be around someone that's in the truth, man. And that's why the Most High made us link up.
That's
But
why.
I know the brother.
Like I was going to church here with the brothers, the Israelites as well,
Yeah.
but they like to call God's name Yahweh.
Yeah.
And I said, that's not his name.
GOCC. Yeah. That's not the name, man. Even look, to further prove it to you, if you go,
And when I say the true name, they're like, oh, that's witchcraft.
well, that because they're the witchcraft. Because when you go to the Moabite stele proved to you, the stone, it proved to you that the name is Yahweh.
Yahweh.
There's archaeological proof that the name Yahweh is the real name. It's not Ahaya. And also,
Yahweh
if you go
Hashem,
to
Yahweh
Exodus,
Hashem.
everybody that's listening to me, they can do that. Exodus 23 and 20 talks about Yahweh. And 21 he says, voilà. Okay, no, get it, people. Get Exodus 23 and 20. Let's quickly teach people. You stay there. Let's teach people quickly, man. Let's put the name, man, quickly. We're going to prove it quickly that Yahweh is the name. We're going to prove it quickly.
Meaning he does exist.
20,
Yeah.
20, yeah.
He will deliver. One
This
means
is the
he
book.
will deliver. One
That's Yahweh Shai. He'll deliver, and then Yahweh exists.
exists.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 23 and verse 20. Behold, I sent an angel before thee.
And that angel, I've noticed that is to A capital A.
That's right.
That was talking
capital A.
about
Try not to provoke him.
and Yahusha. And then you go to 1 Corinthians 10, okay, I believe 4, and it tells you that the same spirit that was following them night and day was that rock was
That's right.
a Mashiach.
That's right,
So
that's
we got proof that angel was talking about a Mashiach.
That's right.
In case people wanna contest it.
Exodus-
Go to 1 Corinthians 10, I believe verse 4. Read it and you will see. Go on.
Exodus chapter 23, verse 20. Behold, I sent an angel before thee
Behold, I send an angel before thee
to keep thee in the way
to keep thee in the way
and to bring thee into the
and
place
to bring thee into the place
which I have prepared.
and that's what that was the Egyptian, that was the Hebrew Israelite living in Egypt to get into the wilderness. That's what he was talking about. Carry
Verse 21. Beware of him and
on.
obey
Beware
his voice.
of him and obey his voice. Yeah.
Provoke him not.
Provoke him not. Because at that time his name was El Shaddai.
Al-Ashadi.
Al Shaddai, meaning the demon-like power.
power.
Yeah. Carry on.
For he will not pardon your
For
transgressions.
he will not pardon your transgression. Yeah.
For my name is in him.
All right. Now, let's make an exercise. First of all, when you say my name is in him, you got two definitions. You got the literal definition and you got the figurative definition.
right.
Let's start with the figurative definition. The figurative meaning when someone say my name is in him, what is the name? The reputation.
Reputation.
The reputation
So you say
of the
my
Messiah.
power and my reputation is in him. I gave it to him. So be careful what you're dealing with, right? Don't mess with him. That's the first. Yeah, you want to say something?
They said that, yeah, I know, when the Messiah when Moses separated the sea to let the children of Israel escape Egypt, basically the people was like, they was arguing with the man.
Arguing with who?
They was arguing with the one who basically, when he said follow me, people,
Yeah.
after a while they was like following us where to lead us
No,
to
the
death.
reason why you say that because he already knew Israel. You said it yourself. Israel is a stiff-necked people.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he warned them already. He said, "Listen, this guy, don't play with that angel. That angel is Yahweh Shai, basically."
Yeah.
That's what he meant by that. But we're gonna prove it to you that it's Yahweh Shai. We proved it in 1 Corinthians 4, 1 Corinthians 10 and 4, but we want to prove it in other ways. So when they say my name is in him, we say the figurative, understanding of it is the fact that he put his reputation, his power in that angel, right? Now, the literal one is actually say, my name is in him. We got Morris son.
Moses.
So no. So if you got Morrison, yeah. What can you take from Morrison? What name can you take from Morrison?
Son of Morris.
No.
Morris.
Morris,
Yeah, Morris. Yeah.
right? So you got Yahawashi, which we know when you do the Our Father, Hawashai mean deliver.
Yeah.
Hawashai Nawa mean deliver us. Nawa mean us in Hebrew Israelite, Paleo Hebrew. Hawashai mean deliver.
Yeah.
That's just Paleo. Alright? So now, if you got Yahweh, mean he, got the Yah before a verb will sometimes mean he, like you, me, he. You know what I'm saying? He delivers, or Yahweh delivers. You know what I'm saying? He delivers. Okay? But it's because it's he, meaning that guy, Yahweh, the Son, the Savior, are the one, he delivers, right? So you got Hawashai. So you got Yahweh now, that he say now, my name is in him. So if you got Yahweh, what can you take off the Yahweh? Yahweh.
Yahweh, yeah.
So
That's
you can
right.
take Yahweh from Yahweh.
Yeah.
My name is in him. Yahweh, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai.
He exists and he will
Now,
deliver.
if you go Ahaya and you go Yashai,
Yeah.
you cannot take Ahaya from Yashai.
Yeah. And also as well, yeah, is that Judah has the Most High's name, Yahweh.
Oh, I forgot to. I was doing a lesson on that in
Yeah.
French and I forgot
Yeah,
about that.
so Judah has Yahweh. And as well with Yahweh, a lot of these guys say the Most High's name is Ahaya and Yeshaya, which is wrong.
Yeah.
And they also say that Judah is Yahweh.
Yeah.
But Yahweh is the Most High name.
Yeah, because Yahweh mean the Most High praise.
Yasharallah.
Yeah.
No, Yahweh. You mean the Most High praise.
Yeah.
But you got Yahweh, you got Da.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Yahweh and Da.
That's right.
You get me?
Yeah.
So
I fully
that's
get
what
you.
it is, man.
That's right.
That's what it is. Okay? Now carry on. Let's bring the Ezekiel 37, because we're talking about.
Russ, welcome, brother. Come over.
Don't worry, man. I know that, man.
I'm going to read Ezekiel chapter 37 from 1 to 9. Chapter verse 1. The hand of the Lord was upon me.
The hand of the Lord was. So this is what's going on right now. The reason why I brought out precept, because he said earlier that very interesting point the brother Mitch made. He said that when you around the truth, what happens is that it raises up
Vibration.
your vibration,
Frequency.
it raises up your frequency,
And
it
energy.
raises up your energy. Vibration, frequency, and energy. And we want to go in a word to, confirm what you're saying. That is very important. Bring it up.
Verse 1 again. The hand of the Lord was upon me,
The hand of the Lord was upon me,
and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord,
and carried me out in the spirit. Yeah, carry on.
and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones. Verse 2. And caused me to pass by them round about. And behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry.
You see that? So, at some point of time,
Land of
we
the
were
dry bones.
when we came from slavery, colonization, we didn't know that we were Jake, man. We were just walking around like headless chicken. We were into Christianity, Islam, voodoo, whatever kept us strong. You see that?
Yeah.
But this is what the truth does.
Worshipping a goat, a bull,
Yes.
sacrificing for
That's
them,
right.
marrying to other
Cutting
nations.
chicken, throat and goat throat, to sacrifice it. Them Levi, that's what you did, man. Because them Levi, they lost their ways.
Levi, those are the Haitians.
Yeah, the Asians.
And also, if you, in South America as well, they have these idols, and if you analyze that idol, it has a 12-tribe breastplate, man.
See that?
In South America.
That's you need to send me that thing.
Yeah,
I'll
well,
do a
send-
video
I'll
on that,
send-
French video on that.
There's a book, and that book costs $1,600, man.
You see? And a lot of books that were cheap few years ago, since we're using them now to uplift our
Yeah,
people
yeah.
and open the eyes of our people,
Yeah.
they're skyrocketed,
That's
man.
right, that's right.
They're expensive, you can't even buy them anymore.
Yeah.
Why? Because this truth is the
That's right.
only, potent,
That's right.
element to
Just
set our
asking,
people
brothers,
free.
the book of the Maccabees, is that a bad book to read?
First Maccabees, second Maccabees.
No, the book is the book is
7 books of the
yeah, it's
Maccabees.
in the Apocrypha.
Okay.
The
Well, I
book-
heard the Maccabees, there's 7 books of the Maccabees.
Probably, but right now, we have like they took out a book from the Bible.
It took out 142 books.
I can't remember.
Am I wrong?
Huh?
142 books.
Yeah, but then you can break it down. And when I say up into the chapters and that, chapters and this, that,
Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 3.
right?
And he said unto me,
Uh-huh.
Son of man,
Uh-huh.
can these bones live?
See, son of man, can this bone live? So we are dry, man. We didn't know who we were. We were done out here, like
Dry
you say.
spiritually, mentally.
Yeah, dry
psychologically.
spiritually, mentally.
Sick
We
from
were,
the
like you
foot to
say,
the head.
And their body shall lay there in the street.
Yeah,
the
that's
Bible.
Revelation 11.
Revelation
man.
11
That's
and 8.
right.
That's who we were
That's
in
right.
those tombs.
Yeah,
There's
that's
even
right.
a priest talking about the tomb, bringing out a shoe for the tombs. We were in the tombs, man.
And I answered, O Lord Jehovah.
And you know that there's a place in America, I think in New York, they call it the tombs. You see how spiritual that shit is? The tomb, because that's where people are dead, man, spiritually. Carry on.
And I answered, O Lord Jehovah, thou knowest.
Yeah.
Verse 4. Again he said unto me, prophesy upon these bones,
See, prophesy upon these bones. You
and
see?
say unto them,
You see what he said? Prophesy. So that term prophecy, man. Malak, before you go there, look for prophecy. Let's go into the definition of prophecy. Bear with us, man.
in the etymology of the
Yeah,
definition.
whatever the etymology.
Okay, we'll go
whatever.
both, yeah, we'll go both.
man. We need to get into the prophecy, and then we're gonna move on from that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
People
is
don't
the
understand, man.
definition of prophecy
Yeah.
in the Oxford Dictionary. A prediction of what happened. Okay, let me read it again. a prediction of what will happen in the future.
You see, a prediction of what will happen in the future. So the Most High, like he say, I'll wrote the future from the beginning, man. All you have to do is speak it. So it's what the work that we're doing is so important. That's why the spirit out there in Babylon do everything that they can to trample, you know, to put a hook and to silence this truth, man.
Can't silence it.
You can't silence it, but they want to, though, because one thing about Esau, he would do what he has to do, man. He's carnal.
Another definition for prophecy is the foretelling or prediction of what is to come.
See, the foretelling or prediction to what is to come. Yeah,
Economical meltdown, famines, plagues,
That's
build up
right,
to World
that's
War
right,
III.
that's right.
These are the days of Noah,
That's right.
once again.
that's right.
And the next is Jacob's trouble, but
That's
it says
right.
his people shall be saved, innit?
That's right.
Saved from it.
When he says the people that be saved, like yeah, it's not everyone that will be saved.
I know that.
When you go to Daniel
There's
12,
a 2/3 and
1,
there's a 1/3.
yes.
Something that is declared by a prophet.
Something that is declared, you see how it's important?
Yeah.
Something that is declared by so if you don't go out there to preach, you understand why you should preach? It ain't gonna happen. So he needs you. Yahweh ordained you to do this work. But before you become a teacher, what do?
Train.
Study.
To train, and you gotta be around the brothers.
That's right.
To learn it the correct way. And you see that every time you go somewhere, the Most High take you from that because you're blessed, man.
Ordained to do this, man.
Look, he came out of the trap of Jesus.
Yeah.
His brother
Wow,
is
that's
blessed.
amazing. That's a blessing.
He came out of the
That's a blessing.
church. He came out of the man because
Yeah.
the Most High is Yahweh is blessed.
I don't
his brother,
follow
man.
GLC.
No, that's what I'm saying. You're blessed, man. Because
They're using God's name for lucre's sake.
exactly, man.
Just like most of them. What's it called?
IUIC.
No, IUIC.
ICPK?
And no, there's another one with a rapper group. What's his name again?
Or Sakari.
Sakari, that's
Yeah.
it. I don't follow them.
Yeah, brother is enlightened,
But
man.
I follow GMS, Great Mills.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
right,
that's
that's
the
right.
most advanced.
And I want
I'm on a bad.
I want about,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I want
that's
about, yeah.
I'm a one about
Something that is declared by a
Ex-military soldier.
Yeah, that one.
ex-military soldier. That's right. You did your research, man.
That's right. Yeah,
It says something that is declared by a prophet, especially a divinely inspired
You see,
prediction.
so the Most High, that's why you see a lot of brothers and sisters they don't get this truth because the divine is not on them. They'll pass by and they walk by. They will go to church. They will go to the mosque, but they will leave the heritage though. You know why?
They like to hear things what they want to hear.
Right.
They don't
Because
want to hear the
because
truth.
they're wired to hear what tinkle the ears.
Man, doctrine based on men.
You know. Carry on.
A divinely inspired prediction,
See that?
instruction, or exhortation.
You see that? So the Most High, this thing is a very, very old, ancient, and spiritual thing. 144. That's right. You see that? So let's go on, man.
And also another one says a divinely inspired utterance.
You see, a divine. That's why, if you're not careful here, if the spirit is not on you, you're gonna wake up morning. This will say Ahaya. You're gonna
Yeah,
say
yeah,
the
yeah.
name is not
It's true.
Yahweh.
It's
You're gonna
true.
start bugging out because the spirit is not to be mocked. You gotta do this thing right. You gotta have fear, man. You gotta have fear. This is a real spirit, man.
Yeah.
If you don't take it seriously, the spirit will bug you out, man. It's on you already. Don't fight it. Just let yourself go, and because if you fight it off, he will bug you out. And I don't want the beautiful brother to be bugged out, man. One thing I understood, I was able to understand clearly is like when I came in, I said to myself, I will not mess this up because I felt in my spirit that if I messed it up, he will put me in a situation that I will never come out of. Get you locked up, get you fucked up, get you killed, man. There's brother that got killed because they play with him, man. So don't play with this truth. This is too spiritual, man.
That's right.
Yeah, you got it?
Another one says a divinely inspired utterance or revelation.
Uh-huh.
The
Yeah.
action, function, or faculty of a prophet.
Wow, you see that? So this truth will raise your IQ.
Another
You raise
definition
your
says
IQ. That's why you will see yourself, you're more wiser and you're more in the know than the
your
people around you.
spiritual IQ.
Because that truth raise up your IQ.
But the one thing about me, I was I left school at 15. I went college, done my thing. I've done many subjects. I used to be working with disabled people,
Oh yeah.
and I've lived in 3 countries: Gambia, Jamaica,
Yeah,
and Spain.
it broaden your mind. It broaden
Yeah,
your
so-
mind. More than your mind. See, he got that Hebrewism as well.
Hebrewism, that's
He got
right.
that Hebrewism. And I'm sure there's a lot of Hebrew Israelite in Gambia.
But I know that I live in this world. I'm not of this world.
That's
But
right.
the God
That's
of this
right.
world is Satan.
I was trying to say I'm from above, you are from below.
Below.
That's right. This is the etymology dictionary, the definition of prophecy. The function of a prophet,
Right.
inspired utterance, the prediction of future events.
The prediction of future events, you know.
That's right.
You see that? So that's
Rich man,
beautiful, man.
rich
And that's
man's
what
trying
we
to go
want,
to space and by 2024 and build underground bunkers.
man. Maybe they know that the 24th is going to be
Gift
over.
of
man.
interpreting the will of the gods.
Read that.
It says gifts of interpreting the will of the gods.
You see? Gift of interpreting the will of the God. Meaning, in Africa, yeah, on the left-hand side, meaning the demon side, yeah, there's young brothers like us, young men or whatever, old, young like us, that are taken from when they're young and they're trained by the Spirit, and they can hear what the Spirit says.
Yeah.
They hear the oracle, and they'll be like, the Spirit say this.
Come
this,
out and
this.
hear my people.
Yes. So us now, we got a Spirit on us.
It's true.
We got a Spirit on us. We're not normal people, you know.
Yeah.
The men of the Lord are not normal people.
Yeah.
You have a spiritual eye.
We're not normal people. You know, we got different vibrations. We're not like them. We're not like them. We're different. That's the reality. That's something that we have to accept.
Yeah.
We cannot be like them.
That's right.
Sometimes you go to certain places, some women don't want to mess with you. You know what? Because the Jezebels and your spirit, they know that they can't handle it. Or they know that they will hurt the men of the Lord, and they don't want to face the consequences of hurting the men of the Lord. Some people in the world, they don't want to mess with you, or they stay away because spiritually they don't even know themselves. But the demon that's controlling them don't want to be around you because they see the fire.
That's right.
You see? So let's get back to it now, man.
Yeah, that's powerful. The brothers, said, because I remember in West Africa, you got these people that do juju on the left-hand side, and they put like paints on their face and stuff like that,
right.
and they got like a red background,
Right.
and they'll be telling you what the evil spirits are telling them. But you have on the right-hand side now, the Most High is using us as vessels to say, because the Most High is not going to come down and have a book and break down the Bible to you. He's going to send men that are going to be used as vessels.
Yeah,
to
that's
break
just
Before
how
anything
the
happened in
principle-
the world, the Most High would always send down the men to
That's it. It's the same thing. Just like when you go,
to warn the people.
yeah,
Just like in the days of Noah,
that's right.
and the flood came. The old world was destroyed by water, and the new world shall become destroyed by fire.
That's right.
It's like a chief in the mafia. He don't do the job, man.
Exactly.
He
He's a
sends
short
people to
collar,
you.
man. Yahweh's a short collar. Yahweh ain't gonna come and do the job when you can send people to do the job. Yahweh ain't gonna come and do the job. Yahweh did one part of the job, and then we gonna finish the rest. You know, but I mean, that's his job though. He's just showing us what to do.
Back to verse 4.
Yeah.
I say again. Again, he said unto me, prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. Thus said the Lord Jehovah unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into
You see, I'll cause breath to enter into you. So that breath is what? The word,
That's
man.
right.
The word. So now we got the word,
Spirit
man.
of life.
The spirit of life. That's why we alive, man. We know who we are. To know that you're an Hebrew Israelite is to be alive, man.
That's right.
You know? And to know, that's what about the congregation of the dead. Look for the
Congregation.
congregation of the dead. Look for that. Congregation of the dead. Carry on.
and ye shall live.
And you shall live, man.
Verse 6.
So a lot of people, Jake would die because Jake is part of the congregation of the dead. If you're out there living a certain life, you're most likely to die or go to the tomb, which are actually the tomb is a prison. You know, go to the tomb because you are in the congregation of the dead. Read it.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 21 and verse 16.
Bring that out.
The man that wandereth
The man that wandereth
out of the way of
out
understanding
of the way of understanding
shall remain
shall remain
in the congregation of
in
the dead.
the congregation of the dead.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? So if you're not about it, well, like, listen, I guarantee you, very soon a lot of these guys will die, drop. This woman will drop dead. The Most High will start fucking up his own people, man.
That's
because Zechariah 13:8 explained that already.
That's right. That's right.
So out of fear, we have now to come around this truth, man.
That's right.
Because you want, let me tell you, you want to escape the wrath, man.
You want to hedge.
You want to edge, man.
I want to go into that word remnant, man.
Yeah, Kyle,
There's a
Did you read the remnant?
Oh yeah, I read the whole thing,
Okay.
but I wanted to
When I bear with us, yeah. Bear with us.
Can't.
Cut me up fair, bro.
Bear with us.
No, go ahead, go ahead. No, you go
When
first.
you
You go
love
first.
reading- No, when you love his reading, man. He doesn't like to be interrupted when he's reading.
So like
But,
yeah.
you know, all readers are like that. All readers, I've been around. All readers, they love their
So like,
readers.
yeah,
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 I'm
yeah.
telling you, they take
Sorry.
this really seriously. We need
But
to,
yeah,
you
I
know,
wanted to go into this like first. It says this is Joel chapter 2 and verse 32.
Yeah.
And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be delivered.
Yeah.
For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as Yahweh hath said, and the remnants whom the Lord shall call.
And
Now,
in that day we will say,
that's right. Now, I want to go into our word remnant, something that's very, very powerful.
Right.
And there's no one but him.
That's
it.
right. That's right.
That's it.
So that word remnant, when I go into the word remnant now, so like let me go into it. The word remnant, it means a survivor. Now, if I go into the etymology of the word remnant,
Right.
it's like the Chaldee lexicon. So like, let me go into it. So like, yeah.
Take your time, take your time. Take your time.
But yeah, basically it says a survivor, one escaped from a great slaughter.
You see that? A survivor wants to escape from
A great slaughter.
What's that? What's that?
The remnants.
Oh.
A remnant. Huh?
Yeah. I know.
Remnants. See? A survivor
One who has escaped great
One-
slaughter.
escaped from a great slaughter.
Wow.
So we are the remnant, man, and we, the Moses preparing us, Lord willing, the Moses preparing us to escape that great slaughter
Great
that's
slaughter.
coming.
Wow.
Because the second death is coming. Man. If you go into all culture, everybody has a story about the flood. Everyone has a story about the flood. You know why? Because the flood happened. And
I
even
know the flood happened.
in Mount Ararat in Turkey, they found the remaining of the Noah Ark, man. They even found the last alphabet of the Paleo, the
But
Fa,
the truth is, these
meaning
people,
it is accomplished.
they put their trust. That's the thing. The people, what these people put their trust in science. I put my
Yeah.
trust in the Most High.
That's right.
Exactly.
They want to see the world came in the Big Bang.
I don't believe that.
That's some
It
bullshit.
don't
man.
make sense, man. It don't make sense. If it's the case, so why is, baby, a woman, she has to get, popped to get pregnant if it's
There
the
you
case.
go. There you
If it's a big bang, then baby can come out of nowhere. Just make a wish. I want a baby, and then boom, the baby come out. What if it's the case? No, you have to put a seed in there
That's
for the baby
right.
to come out.
Rationality.
Hey, the Bible says, look at nature, look at how the
right.
ants
Ants, yeah.
work to see what life is
I
about.
get that.
Huh? So it's the same thing. Let's use wisdom, man.
That's right.
This truth is about logic. Let's use common sense. Esau has no common sense. Okay? It came the time now we understand that Esau was taking us for fool. Like for example, the theory regarding the evolution, the theory of evolution. So where are the monkeys that are transforming into human beings right now?
Yeah, yeah.
Where are they?
I never
So if-
believed that.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause if it was the case, the monkey, they would have seen it,
Yeah.
they will find,
That's
and
fine, that's fine.
Malak, Esau will go everywhere
Yeah, yeah,
behind
yeah,
the
yeah,
scene
yeah, yeah.
with a camera
That's
to check,
facts.
and then
Yeah, yeah.
he will put a camera on, and then
Yeah.
you see the evolution of a
Facts.
monkey
Some of them
transforming
probably-
to become a
some
human
probably-
being.
some
You
of
know
them
why?
probably sleep with
Because
them.
it's bullshit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's bullshit. Okay?
Proverbs chapter 6 verse 6. Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways and
Yeah.
be wise, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler.
You see that? But actually, there's an order. It shows. So how come we know overseer, ruler, they're able to be in order? Why? Because the creator is
That's
the God
right,
of
that's
order.
right, that's
man.
right.
So you're gonna tell me that he's gonna come out of nowhere. Nonsense.
Provideth her meat in the summer and gathereth her food in the harvest.
Wisdom. Order.
What's that bird?
Ants.
Ants.
Ants, yeah. Consider the old slogan.
Yeah.
The ant.
Yeah.
They
The
store
ant
their
can-
food,
can,
man.
Can carry
Listen,
the weight,
they work
double their
hard.
size.
They work hard. They'll build something called termites in English. Their house is termites in French.
Termites.
Termite. They'll build up the
corn.
termite, those corn. They'll build it up so quick you won't even understand what's going on, man.
Every animal has logical instincts,
Yeah.
man. Like a beaver knows how to create it's like a swamp, like kind of like
Or those dams.
like a dam. A fox knows how to make like a tunnel, and even the animals itself. Without the animals, you can't even have, like the plane comes from the birds. You know, the
Inspiration, innit?
the train comes from the mole. You know,
Underground trains.
underground train comes from the mole.
And even,
Yeah.
nature showing that a rooster would run after the chicken
That's right, that's right.
to have
Yeah,
it to pop her, man.
yeah,
We
yeah.
saw squirrel running. He's ready to get. He has to get his thing, man.
That's right.
So that's why. But back in time, we used to come here.
Yeah,
Where you going? Let's go. Now, if you're gonna say, "Oh, why are you doing?
pedophile,
You're a
arrested.
pedophile. You're this
Yeah.
and this and that." We used to grab. Come here,
Yeah,
man.
come here, Jerry. Bit bride price.
That's nature right
That's
there.
right. That's right.
So Esau has changed
That's
the
right.
order, and this is why we're
That's
searching.
right, yeah.
We're searching the mess.
Yeah.
Carry on, Malak.
Yeah.
You know,
That's right.
to get back to the knowledge, man.
That's
It's
right.
very important to get back to ourselves, so we
Yeah.
can get back to our roots, so we can become ourselves, man.
That's right.
It's part of the reason why we suffer, because we don't know who we are.
That's right.
It's Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 6. And I will say, sorry, Shalaki, and I will lay sinews upon you,
And I will see sinews upon you, yeah.
and will bring up flesh upon you.
See, that's the growing. That's us coming back. And the sinews and the flesh, starting with, how people starting to the civic rights. After this, after
right.
the civil rights, like after the civil rights, what happened? The Black Panthers, the movement. Carry on.
And cover you with skin,
Yeah, carry on.
and put breath in
See,
you.
and that
Waking
the
them up
last
from
part.
the
When
dead.
the breath came, that's when the truth came, man.
That's right. That's right.
Waking
know what
them
I'm
up from the dead. Waking them up from the dry,
Yes,
the
exactly.
dry
That's
bones.
You know what I mean? Carry on.
And ye shall live,
Yeah,
and ye shall know that I am the Lord.
yeah, carry
That's
on.
right.
Verse 7. So I prophesied as I was commanded.
You see, so I prophesied as I was commanded. So,
Commanded.
hey, you're gonna have to do this truth, man. It's lay down or it's get down or lay down, man.
That's right.
Cause Yahweh is a man of war, man.
War, man. That's why it's called commandments.
Okay,
It's a command.
it's get down or lay down, man.
That's right.
Hey, the Most High sees you. Brother Mitch, the Most High sees you, man. The Spirit you sees you, bro. He would never let go. If you try to resist him, you will see what's going to happen. The Most High, you see, I've been there, so I know, man. I was trying to resist the Most High. He took away my family. He's not playing.
Let me continue.
Carry on.
And as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together,
Yeah,
bone to his bone.
yeah.
Verse 8. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came up upon me, upon them.
Keep reading, man.
And the skin covered them above,
You see?
but there was no breath in them.
There was no breath in them, yeah.
Verse 9. Then said he
That was
unto me,
the time of the civil rights movement and all the people starting to wake up, the revolution, black power.
That's it, yo.
But they didn't have the breath in there. They didn't have the truth. Carry on.
verse 9. Then son said unto me, prophesy unto the wind.
Ooh, prophesy unto the wind, man. Hey, this is what we're doing. So people, when they see us like that in the park or in the street or whatever we're doing and preaching the word and there's no one teaching it, they're thinking that we some waste man.
Bones.
They don't understand that this is the ritual that we
That's
perform.
right. It's true. It's a ritual. That's right.
We are bringing this kingdom
right.
down
That's right.
as we speak.
That's
Every time we come out and do it, what happens is this kingdom is going down.
That's
Prophesy
right.
the downfall of
We
Babylon.
prophesying the downfall of Babylon, man.
right.
This is a ritual.
That's right.
Ancient way.
Come.
Hey, back in time, yeah, people would just speak.
Yeah.
They would speak. They'll say, this place will not bear fruit anymore. This
right.
tree will not bear anymore. What happened? Yahweh did that with the fig tree.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
He cursed that fig tree dried up.
That's right.
You see the ancient way. We don't. The speaking is so powerful here. People don't understand. Every Shabbat we're doing ritual, man.
That's right.
Bringing the children back from the dead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 6, verse 11.
Right.
Then said I, Lord, how long? And he answered, until the cities be wasted,
Until the city be wasted
without inhabitants,
without inhabitants,
and the houses without man,
and the houses without men.
and the land be utterly desolate.
Right. So this is what's going on right now, man. You know? Carry on.
Fire is coming.
This is Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 9. Then said he unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus saith the Lord Jehovah, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain.
You see that?
That's right.
So that's the truth. You see, everywhere. And so the four wind, Malak, these elite are trembling as we speak.
That they
because
may live.
Everywhere is the truth that they may live, man.
They may live.
That's right.
Hey, we're living right now.
Hey man, the elites are seeing the holy angels, man.
We're living right now, man.
Which are the chariots?
They're seeing the angels.
Angelic beings, angelic forces.
Now,
I was, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Malak, carry your slack, man.
I was playing this game called Star Citizens.
Yeah.
And basically, the game is like you're in this spaceship, man. And there could be over 100 people in one spaceship. And inside the ship, you had a hologram of the globe, man. Imagine that the hologram of the globe and the hologram of planets. So I'm like, man, Esau's through, man.
Esau is coming. We're going to take over these
That's
things.
right. The saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom, man.
Now we're going to read one more precept and we're going to break it down, man, because, I mean, no, there's never one more because it's through the Spirit, but I'm just saying one being one.
Spiritual cups, man. Water.
You know, so, boy, this thing is life, man. This thing is no truth. This is what you need.
That's right, man.
I'm looking at the clock.
That spiritual water, man.
Looking at the clock. This is 2nd Ezra 7. You read it until I say stop, man.
Oh, chapter 7,
You know
yeah?
what I mean? 2nd Ezra chapter 7, man. But before we go, don't worry. So, you know, knowledge is power, man.
That's right.
But now, when you get this power, you have to understand that it's a walk.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these camps that sold out because they didn't understand that there's the walk.
That's right.
Therefore, that they could do anything. They didn't know there was a narrow path that I have to take.
That's right.
That's why they're starting to do whatever they want to do, you know, selling out and things like that. But hey, you gotta understand, man, what's going on. So let's go, man. We're gonna read now 2nd Ezra 7, man.
Okay.
You know, first verse 1. Let's go.
Let's go.
2nd Ezra chapter 7, verse 1.
Bring that out.
And when I had made an end of speaking these words, there was sent unto me the angel which had been sent unto me the night afore. Verse 2. And he said unto me, up, Esdras, and hear the words that I am come to tell thee. Verse 3. And I said, speak on, my God. Then said he unto me, the sea is set in a wide place.
You see, the city is set in a wide place. Carry on.
That it might
So
be
that's
deep and great.
that's the literature right now, man. Like, this is all literature. But you got to get it through the Spirit and understand it, you know?
That's right.
Yeah, carry on.
That it might be deep and great. Verse 4.
Yeah.
But put the case, the entrance were narrow.
You see, the entrance is narrow. So it's a big city, but the entrance is narrow. That right there show you that this truth you cannot do what you want, man.
It's true.
You gotta be a stoic in this truth. Go in and bring out Malak Kari.
The definition of stoic,
yeah. What's this definition of stoic, man?
Stoic.
Yes.
Is that philosophy in that?
Yeah, it's a philosophy, but it has, it's something. There's something that you do that makes you a stoic. Yeah.
This is the definition of stoic. And it says, a person who can endure pain.
You see that? A person who can endure pain.
Or hardship.
Or hardship, man. So this truth is not like a cakewalk.
Without,
this truth is not like a walk in the park. This truth is hard. This is for warrior. So just like when we do the training, this is not easy, man.
A person,
you know, but you gotta go through it.
That's right.
You know? Carry on.
A person who can endure pain or hardship without showing their feelings or complaining.
So we gotta get to a point where we cold, man.
That's
You gotta
right.
be cold like
That's
a
gotta deal with
reptile. And being cold like a meaning that you don't have the heart, just meaning that you learn how to master your emotions.
That's right.
You know, you learn how to master your emotion. A man of the Lord
right.
should learn how to master his emotion. Man.
That's right.
This is why the truth is not for everyone, because it's hard, man. Look at you trying to be a stoic in the carnal system.
Yeah.
It's hard, man. But we gotta do it. This is the school, man.
That's right, man.
You know, you gotta do it.
Need
Yeah.
a bottle of water.
Continuing. 2nd Ezra chapter 7 verse
I
4.
need to get a bottle of water.
I got a bottle of water right there.
Bro. Bro?
Fruit, I'm not gonna
Save me
lie.
going shop.
Shit. What? My fruit. Man, it's all good.
Should have came with a drink, man.
Yeah, I should have, man. But it is what it is.
Sure, you have a come with the juice. The water,
That's all I want, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, you don't need to, I'm not gonna lie.
You need some?
Going on.
No, that's fine, it's fine. Don't worry, you take it.
Come on.
No, don't worry.
You need it,
It's
man.
I'm
fine.
only scanning it.
No, it's fine. Let him take the whole thing. It's
Bro.
fine. I'm fine, bro.
I don't. It's not just about me, bro. It's about we.
No, but you take it.
Yeah, I'll
'cause he
take some
offered
first.
you. It's fine. It's all good. It's all good, bro. Don't worry.
He said no.
Don't worry.
It's fine. Don't worry about me, bro.
Yeah, go on.
So it's continuing. 2nd Ezra chapter 7 verse 4.
It's fine.
But
Fine.
put the case,
Don't worry.
the
Yeah, bro,
entrance
man.
were narrow,
Catch.
Oh, no.
I never touched it.
No,
it,
it's fine.
keep
It's fine. Keep it.
I'll
and
drink
like,
it after. Don't worry. I'll drink it. Carry on.
and like a river. Verse 5. Who then could go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it? If he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the broad?
You see that? So you have to go through the narrow, and that's how you know that you have to go through the pain before you go into the broad, which is like the
Basically, it's
kingdom.
not easy road.
Yeah, it's not an easy road. You know.
It's not
The
easy
Yamian
road.
song, man. It's not an easy road, man.
Verse 6. There is also another thing.
But yeah, carry on.
A city is builded
A city is built
and set upon a broad field,
and set upon a broad field, yeah,
and is full of all good things.
and it's full of all good things, yeah,
Verse 7.
yeah,
The entrance thereof is narrow,
right,
and is set in a dangerous place to fall,
right.
like as if there were a fire on the right hand,
You see, so you got a fire on the right end, and what? The water
On the left.
and on the left,
on the left. You
a
see
deep
that?
water.
You see that? So this truth, yeah, you got danger around here, you know.
That's right.
If you play, that's why people that fall out of the truth, they're done because, hey,
Many stripes.
many stripes, man. Many stripes.
many
You should,
stripes.
a man that know the truth and turn his back against this
Many
truth,
stripes.
many
So
stripes.
the Lord said, man.
He shall be hit by many
That's right.
stripes.
The servant that
Stop
didn't know, less
flogging.
stripes.
Yeah, pain, situation,
That's how you know this like a West
hardship,
Indian
crazy, depression.
That's
What's
why
that?
when I started reading this book, because I do art.
Yeah,
It started me showing me chariots.
calm.
I
thing.
started.
Wow, you saw some
I've drawn things. I think to myself, where did I get that from?
See that?
Artistic, innit?
Huh?
Inspiration.
No, it says that he's gonna put the spirit out onto man,
Yeah.
and they shall draw certain things. They shall see certain things,
Right,
visions.
right.
Some will dream of things, and I see it.
Yeah.
So-
Calm.
I understand it.
That's powerful. That's powerful.
I got two precepts from different things, but I'll get this one because we're talking about this like a slowly. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 1. Thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Hamashiach Yahushai,
Yes.
and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses. The same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also. Verse 3. This is the point. Thou therefore endure hardness
Thou therefore endure hardness.
as a good soldier of Yahushua
as a
Mashiach.
good soldier of Yahweh Mashiach.
Verse 4. No man that warreth entangleth himself
See, no man
So-
that warreth entangleth himself
with the affairs of this life,
with the affair of this life,
that he may please him
that he may please him
who hath chosen him to be
who
a
have
soldier.
chosen him to be a soldier.
And I got another precept.
See that?
This
So when
is
you come in this truth, you gotta be focused, gotta be
that's
in
right.
it.
That's right. This is another precept going to correlate to what the brother was saying about those that left the truth. This is Luke chapter 12 and verse 47.
Bring that out.
And that servant which knew his Lord's will
See, so you know the will of the Most High, you know that you're Hebrew Israelite, you know about the thing,
and prepared not himself
and prepared not himself. Maybe he didn't take it seriously, where wishy-washy. One day you're in, the next day you're out, you come back, you go out, like, you know.
neither did according to his will,
Neither did according to his will,
shall be beaten with many stripes.
shall be beaten with many stripes. So it's very important. Once you're in this truth, you come around camp to that, you gotta keep it thorough, you gotta keep it, you know, like, you know, militant, carry on, do it, keep doing it. Don't stop doing it,
A righteous
man.
man falleth 7 times and gets
Keep
back
coming,
up.
keep coming. It's not about being, yo, you got your demon and that. Keep
That's right.
fighting, keep fighting, keep fighting, keep
That's
fighting.
Fight the good
This
fight of
truth
faith.
is to never give up, basically.
Verse 48. But he that knew not and did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few
You
stripes.
see that? So if you don't know, like I explained, you go
In the
to an
world.
ops area with people that didn't know that it's ops, you know, they're less likely
That's
to
clean,
be
that's clean.
killed
Yeah,
than you because you know better.
Yeah, that's right. That's
You know what
right.
I'm saying? That's like
Yeah.
right there, man.
For unto whomsoever much is given,
Yeah.
of him shall be much required.
Right.
And to whom men have committed much, of him they will ask the more.
Right.
Kind.
You see that? So the more you got it, the more you'll be required, man. So don't play with this thing. Don't put anything behind. Don't wait until things happen to say, yo, if I knew it. No, it will be too late, man.
The truth comes first.
You know what I'm
man.
saying? The truth comes first. Put the truth first in your life, man. Don't be rushing to please, you know, the world and thinking that, you know, to please yourself in the world, thinking that it's a joke. You're going to get it the hard way, man. But you let him finish it first and then you can bring that out.
Yes, brother, you're right.
Continuing 2nd Ezra chapter 7, moving on to verse 8.
Right.
And the only path between them both,
And the only part between the fire and the water, yeah?
even between the fire and the water,
See that?
so small that there could but one man go there at
See
once.
that? So this truth is like that. You go like that.
Bro, when you stop, you should stop to inquire what's going on.
Don't worry, don't worry.
going on, man?
Malak, don't worry. Let's
Pump
focus,
a
let's
new
focus.
wine
I know
and
what's
old
going
bottle.
Let's focus, man.
If I didn't know, I would ask. But I know what's going on.
Let's go on. So it's like you walking like that. Walking like that. Like that in this truth, like that. You go like that. You can't walk like that. You have to walk like that. And it's very difficult, man. But you got to learn how to. There's a walk in this truth. You gotta learn. You gotta get rid of it. You know, and let me tell you something, them old bottle, that's old bottle right there, man. You can't put new wine in old bottle, man.
That's right.
That's what I'm saying?
Just speaks about that.
Yeah, man. Carry on.
Dogs like it.
Like, what do you
I would have thought I would have heard people inquiring, like,
Yeah, but that's why
what's
it's a
going on?
spiritual thing, man.
This is Matthew
Wow.
chapter 10 and verse 37. He that loveth father or mother more than me
Right.
is not worthy of me.
You see, so when you come in this truth, you have to sacrifice a lot, man. You know, you gotta sacrifice a lot. That's what it means by that.
And
Like,
he
you
that
gotta
loveth
sacrifice a lot.
son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me.
So you gotta. It's like you do a contract. It's like, you know how the rapper they do a deal with Satan. Like you do a deal with Yahweh, man. By Hashem, Yahweh Shai, man.
Verse
You put
38.
everything before. You put this truth before everything, man. Yeah, carry on, man.
Verse 38. And he that taketh not his cross and walketh after me is not worthy of me. That's
See,
it,
so
calm.
there's a cross to carry, man. You know, there's a cross to carry. You're gonna have to go through different things. But remember, the Most High has to purify you,
That's right.
and purify only comes with trial, in the way of trial and tribulation. You see, so you gotta go through it, man. But at the end, you'll be blessed. You are blessed. But at the end, the Most High gonna show you something. You know, you'll be able to see it like, yo, man, the Most High had me the whole time. You know, carry on.
Finishing off verse 8. So small that there could not. So, slack it. So small that there could but one man go there at once. Verse 9. If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive his inheritance?
Ooh, so that's danger. Jacob trouble, all of these things, man. You know what I'm saying? Those are dangerous, man.
Ready.
You know what I'm saying?
Same way.
Continue.
Yeah.
Verse 10. And I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion. Verse 11. Because for their sakes I made the world.
See that? So the Most High made it work for us, man, but we have to go through that hardship one more time before we get Lamentation 4. Let's read 21 and 22. Carry on.
Okay.
Verse 11. Let's stop at verse 11.
Alright. Verse 11. Because for their sakes I made the world. And when Adam transgressed my statutes or statutes, then was the decree that now is done.
See that? Now it's done. And very soon it's going to be done, man. Very soon we're going to get into the
That's
kingdom.
right.
But right now we have to write it out, man. We need to bring that last precept and we will close out.
Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 21.
Right.
Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom.
You see? He said, rejoice and be glad, and O daughter of Edom. What you need to understand with Edom is this. Edom is the lesser vessel. Edom is the photocopy. Edom is the imitation. All right? So Edom had a rule for a period of time, which is, can you get that in Genesis 27 and 40, I believe. Let's talk about his new rulership that he had today. So that's why you shouldn't be taken by the whole semantics and whole acrobatics, in Esau kingdom, because it was just for a time, man.
Right.
But to be a god, yeah, you gotta know evil and right. To be a god, you gotta know being up and being on the low.
That's right.
We've been up, we've been ruling, but now
that's
it's time for
powerful.
us to go and suffer, man.
Takes, like, the Most High puts the brother said, you have to be on the low
Yeah.
in order to put high, man, like a butterfly, man. A butterfly has to be put on the low before it metamorphosizes
Metamorphosis,
into a butterfly.
Right.
So the Lord is creating perfect leaders, man, because in this world, you only sit in a position of rulership for a period of time.
Yes.
If you're like a president, you only stay for like 4 or 5 years. You
maybe.
move.
Well, in West Africa, you got 30 years. But,
30 years, yeah, but you know how West Africa is. But like a man in the 144,000, he ain't gonna be like, oh, you're 144,000. Like you be in that position is no, like that's forever, man.
Right.
But yeah, it says Lamentations chapter 4 verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee.
Right.
Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked.
You gotta understand. This is why today they have a recessive genes.
That's right.
Right. They're not giving birth, because they have a recessive genes, man.
That's right.
All right. They're not getting feed by the sun and everything because they're on the low
That's right.
level, man.
That's right.
So they're rule for a bit of time, and I say, we're
That's
gonna
the
finish
Most High is
it.
fair.
We're gonna finish it, but let him go to
Genesis, yeah.
27 and 40.
Verse 22.
Hold on.
This is Genesis chapter 27, verse 40. And by thy sword shalt thou live.
You see? So we all know that it's very carnal. That's why it's not spiritual. So do not expect Esau to be spiritual, man.
Yep.
Esau is a carnal vessel.
That's right.
And shalt serve thy brother.
Yes? Okay, so they will serve us in the kingdom. Carry on. They served us as well at some point in the dark ages or wherever. They will serve us again. But right now, carry on.
And it shall come to pass
And it shall come to pass
when thou shalt have the dominion.
when thou shalt have the dominion. So you see that? So they're dominating right now. They have the dominion right now as we speak, which they're about to lose very soon. Carry on.
And thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
And thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. So he took the yoke off from David, from Judah. So when you read the Bible, they actually took the yoke off. They got off because David had them slaving, but they just took it off. They were able to rebel and go against, and come off them. But right now, they have the shackle off them, but we're gonna put them back into the shackle.
We'll put them back in chains, man.
Yeah, chain, really.
This is Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished,
See that?
O door of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into
He
captivity.
will no more carry thee away into captivity.
He will visit thine iniquity.
You see that? So
O door
how
of
we
Edom.
live in our last captivity right now, man.
Yeah.
So the next captivity will be given to Esau.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
He
how are
will
we
visit
gonna
thine
be living?
iniquity, O
Huh?
door of Edom.
How are we gonna be
He
living?
will discover
Say that
thy
again?
sins.
When, alright, so this is our captivity.
Yeah.
You know this. Puzzle.
Was that a chariot?
No, it's not.
They're all around us.
So it's how we're gonna be living. We're gonna be balling, like Bobby saying, man.
Huh?
We're gonna be
Does look like
balling.
one, though, isn't it?
We're gonna be balling. We're gonna be living the life. We're gonna be ruling, man. We're like, it's gonna be serious, bro.
That's a bet.
We're gonna have blessing. Our houses will be made out of gold, out of pure gold, of fire gold, out of gemstone, precious stones, onyx, sapphire,
Golden city,
jasper,
diamonds,
diamonds, rubies.
emeralds.
We're gonna be, oh my lord! It's not funny,
Hey,
bro.
man,
Hope so, man.
there's planets, man. Planets,
But
man.
like, you're gonna have women. Oh,
That's easy. That's nothing. That's easy.
but like, the beauty of women that you're gonna see is no joke, man. You're gonna have fun. Fun.
God
What I'm
willing.
trying to say to you, so what is our purpose? So this life we're living now. is
So
to
we
serve-
live in.
We
well,
need
right-
to break the ancestral curses. We need to
No,
praise
no,
We are
right
breaking
now,
it right
we are
now.
breaking it
We're
right
breaking
now.
it right now.
knowing the true
Yes.
the true creator.
Break the ancestral case.
Knowing that every nation has their own creator.
Right.
Knowing that there's a ruler over every nation. Knowing who our ruler
We're the
is.
rulers of the
And to stop following other nations and to come back to our ruler and to serve our power.
That's right.
Instead of following everyone else.
That's
Basically
right.
what you're trying to say.
That's it. That's it.
But
Bring
that's
the
how
last
we
verse.
ended up in this mess.
That's right. Yeah, man.
last verse,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's verse, man.
This one, or should I bring another one?
No, that's it. That's that little lamentation. You have to read the last one.
So
in-
Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 22. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee into captivity. He will discover thy sins, O daughter of Edom. It's like it. He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
That's it. So they will go to slavery, and we're gonna be the kings.
Right?
So with that, I hope you were edified. You know, we try and do things through the spirit. We have nothing more to say. Today is, enough. Be blessed. Be, edified with what we gave you, and grow in knowledge, grow in power, grow in wisdom, and grow in understanding, man.
It's all
And get
about
ready for the
brotherhood.
time that's coming. With that, we're gonna close out and we're gonna give our praises.
Yeah.
Yahweh,
Hashem,
Hashem, Yahushai, Wahab, Rakah, Fadash. Kwam Yeshua.
Come
Rakata
Yeshua.
Yahweh, Rakata Yahushai, Rakata Yahweh, Rakata Yahushai, Rakata Yahweh, Rakata Yahushai.
Emmanuel.
Kwam
Kwam
Yeshua.
Come
Yeshua.
Yeshua.
Abad Babal. Death to Babylon.
Work.
Shalom.